What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I bring some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and today we're gonna obliterate using the power of Exodia. So I figured out a deck that actually works pretty well. How well, you might ask? Well, I went on ranked and I was beating Sylvans. I'm not kidding, I actually beat a handful of Sylvans last night with an Exodia deck. Basically, the way it works is you got your Sangans, you got your Emissaries of Afterlife, you got the Legion Fiend Jesters, Blue Dragon Summoners for all the exact reason, to fish out pieces. Sangan is great for the head and the other pieces, and then all the other guys are good for the other pieces. I threw in the Crystal Seer as a bonus just because it didn't hurt me to use it so far. But outside of that, the main strategy here is to basically use double summon and try to get as many of those guys in the field at once. And then I got Floodgate Trap Hole, Powerful Rebirth, so I can get another monster out in case I need it. And then as far as defense, I got 2 Wall Disruptions and a Windstorm Etika if I get a really bad hand. Now, to show you how decent this deck actually worked, I drew the worst possible hand against a Sylvan last night and I still won. So yeah, it works. Granted, I still might have been kind of lucky. Maybe that was a really bad Sylvan player. But as far as beating Sylvans with the Exodia deck, it actually worked. So without further ado, we're going to hop into some rank matches and let's just see how it goes. Now, I do want to point out I am still currently in gold because I didn't plan or intend to really go to platinum anymore just because I don't like what basically happens on ranked anymore. But honestly, like I said, this deck worked fairly well against Sylvan players. It's not that I was playing bad players. I was playing against actual Sylvans in current metas. I beat a Sea Stealth, I beat like 3 Sylvans, and then whatever. Oh, this is a bad hand. Good example, actually. This is a good example, because I can show you what happens when you get a bad hand. A bad hand for this deck will be something like this, where you can only summon 1 monster. The most efficient hand probably would be something like having Powerful Rebirth in your hand, a double summon, and then like 2 pieces like maybe a Sangan and a Blue Dragon Summoner. That's probably the perfect hand to get, because you drop all those, and you'll have 3 pieces by the end of next turn, essentially. But let's see how this goes. So, oh, it's my turn. Dang it. I was hoping it really wouldn't be my turn. Let's set one of these Blue Dragon Summoners, and maybe he won't attack me. If he doesn't attack me yet, I'll have a turn to do something with it. But again, the issue here is going to be I have a kind of a bad hand where he has a chance to attack me multiple times. The thing about this deck is it has 2 weaknesses. The first one being anything that has piercing damage, I'm obliterated. Anything that can potentially OTK me, I'm obliterated. And something else that can also completely screw me is if I get destroyed by units that kill stuff in my hand. I did actually have backup soldier on this deck, but honestly, I figured if it comes down to backup soldier being needed to win, I've already lost, so I took that out. So basically, you can't lose any pieces. Ooh! This is what I'm talking about, baby! So we're gonna activate double summon. So what's gonna be great here is we can set Blue Dragon Summoner and the Emissary of the Afterlife right now, and he's gonna have 2 monsters on his field here in a second and attack both of them, and I'm gonna have 3 pieces in my hand. But the problem is I need a Sangan. I need to either draw my head right now, or I need a Sangan in the next turn. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of basically hits. But essentially, the main strategy with this deck is you want to get those double summons out there and summon as many of these fishing units as possible to get Exodia out as quickly as possible. I think on average, I was getting about Exodia out about the 5th or 6th turn, which is usually like about my 3rd turn. So it's pretty fast. Like this works. I don't know how well it'll fish up against the other metas. Fish. Battle. I don't know how well it'll work against the other metas, but like I said, I was dueling top decks. Granted, it wasn't gold. I was still dueling against top decks, and it worked out. Okay, so far this is not bad. If he tries to summon anything strong, I'm just gonna Floodgate it, to be honest, because I don't want to deal with it. What is this? Totem Dragon. He's gonna try to summon something crazy here. Watch. It's fine, and then I'll bust out that Trap Hole here in a second, because I don't want to deal with it. He's attacking. Okay, kill another Blue Dragon Summoner. Give me another piece, man. Give me another piece. And this is basically all you do. Let's get the hand. If I get a Sangan, I won. If I get Sangan in the next turn, I've literally won. Let's see what happens. Come on. Really? We're gonna play this game? What are you thinking? Oh, Tyrant Wing. That's what he's doing. Smart. That's smart. You'll be able to kill that. But guess what? You're gonna help me out actually in the same situation, because now I have 4 pieces in my hand. If I draw Sangan right now, I'm gonna attack and win. Can I get Sangan? Let me get that Sangan. Or is he gonna do something else? Does he have a rival or rivals? No, he doesn't have a rival or rivals. Oh, let's go! Talk about a top deck moment. I could have gone wrong. The worst possible card I could have drawn in that situation would have been the other double summon, because I have 3 in the deck. Had I drawn Wall Disruption would have saved me a turn, but really the most ideal draws here would have been either the Sangans or the head. So yeah, All right, first duel worked really well, and you saw how fast it was. What was it, like the 6th turn? Let's go ahead and jump to one more duel, maybe 2, and see how it goes. Now, do I think this deck is overpowered? Honestly, no, because the thing about Duel Links is the game relies on essentially OTKs. A lot of decks out here are made to just knock you out in one turn. And again, that's one of the biggest weaknesses of the deck. If you summon 4 monsters in the first turn and I don't have a double summon and you attack me twice, I'm done. If you hit me with something that has piercing damage, I'm done. Look at this hand! And I got this. Perfect. That's exactly why I got Crystal Seer in here. There's so many ways where it can go really bad as far as what I can draw and have in my hand where it's not going to go in my favor. But for the most part, like I said, this is probably one of the best Exodia decks that I've seen in the game as far as the consistency of getting Exodia out. I'm sure there's other stuff that works well. Technically, when bamboos were broken, you could use that to get Exodia out. I've never actually used it or seen it, but I heard stories about it. But this works. This works really well. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Is Sangan being added into Duel Links a terrible decision? Because the thing about Konami is they tend to do that a lot, where they'll add certain cards or set of cards into the game, and it's like, why? Why would you do that? And part of me, what I think is the reason why Konami does that is because there's so many busted or overpowered metas in this game that really just don't really fit speed rules. It's like, well, if we give people many options, then there's really nothing to complain about. And technically that works, but at the same time, it's like, can you just not? So let me know what you guys think about Sangan being added. Was it a good decision, a bad decision? And then we can discuss it as a community. Attack me. Let's see what we got. We got a Blue Dragon Summoner, and then in the mystery, I'll take the, it doesn't really matter. I'll take the Blue Dragon Summoner. The only ones that really matters the most here is if I can get, whatchamacallit, Sangan. But it doesn't matter because I have Exodia down. You know what would be perfect right now, actually? If I get one of my fishing units out right now. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to set both of them. This player is going to destroy. Look at this. It's the 2nd turn. And I'm about to literally have 3 pieces already. End your turn. Are you quitting? Oh, we're not quitting. Don't be a quitter. Don't be a quitter now. Come on. Not on rank. Okay, I was about to say. Give me a monster. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see. Keep in mind, you cannot do... Well, let's actually just go and activate this. You cannot set both Sangans down. I mean, you can. But Sangan's effect only works once per turn. So another bad situation would be if you, let's say you have 2 Sangans in your hand and the double summon, and you set both of them, and then they both get destroyed, only one effect will activate. Yeah, keep my eye out for when that happens, because that's probably one of the more terrible things that can happen in this. Now, what's going to happen at the end of this round over here is, I'm going to first of all get 4 pieces. I'm either going to draw something amazing, which is going to win me the duel, which is basically any other monster in this card, which every monster in this deck essentially will, you know, will get me the piece. Or I'll draw a double summon and lose. So this, again, will show you the balance of the deck, where it's like you can get unlucky. But look at this, 4th turn! I have 4 pieces. Granted, I started lucky, you know, in the beginning, but it doesn't matter. But you get the point. This deck is pretty consistent as far as, like, being able to compete. Granted, I don't even know what this... I think it's just a random deck right here, so it doesn't really count. Give me a monster. What'd I say? You know what? Let's psych him out. We're gonna psych him out. I'm glad it happened, because you can actually see for yourself what can happen if you get the wrong card. If he has a monster, I've lost. If he has a monster, I've totally lost here. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to add 3 double summons in this deck, but I figured if I have 3, there's a better chance to start off the beginning and have, you know, units just fish out immediately. Don't set a monster. Oh no, I lost! That's fine. That's fine. That's understandable. Well, let's see if he attacks. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Set Gemini out to defense mode. I dare you. Oh no, I've ultra lost. Oh my gosh, but you get the point. Essentially, it's like it works fairly well, but you can come across the situations like this where you just draw a double summon you just really wish you couldn't. And yeah, that's funny. I have, like, this deck is like what, 14 monsters or something like that. And they all fish out an Exodia piece, and of course, I get the 1 double summon, which I already drew 1. So I had like a, what, 2 out of, I want to say 13 chance, whatever, how many cards I have left in my deck. 2 out of 13 chance to get a non-crappy unit in that situation. It didn't really work out. All right, we're going to hop into one more duel, and then that's going to be a wrap video. But for the most part, you see how the deck works. I feel the power! What we got? Gold rank 3. We got a red eyes on the card art. Time limit win, great. That didn't count. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and do an actual for realsy round, and then we'll end the video. I'll be right back. The good news with that win is I'm pretty sure this is gonna allow me to rank up in this final duel here, if I'm calculating the wins correctly in my head. Because I lost 1, which set me back 1, but Oh, no, just kidding, not yet. So I think after I win this one, if I win this one, I'll be able to rank up. We got a 30-card peak performance deck. Okay, well, this is going to be an easy victory. I hope. 2 pieces already. Let's go ahead and set Sangan down, and then my turn. And let's see what happens. Now, 30-card deck doesn't mean anything to me. Because, again, if he starts summoning monsters and starts attacking me and I can't draw anything correctly, that's it. It's GG. Good news is I have 2 pieces already. Technically, I have 4 pieces because I have the Sangan down and I got the Legion, Fiend, Jester. But if he has something that can negate the effect, which has happened before. Who was I dueling? Forget what I was doing, but they activated something to cancel out my effect. It wasn't Divine Wrath. It was a monster actually. And wow, okay, so we're just not going to attack at all. All right, that's actually bad for you. Anyways, so they canceled my effect, and I was like, I can't draw my pieces. What do I do? What are you doing? Oh, this is a bad deck. Poor guy. This man probably just now downloaded Duel Links, and he's about to get obliterated. Let's set Legion, Fiend, Jester down, and then I'll set Crystal Seer in the next turn. Watch this be like a Man-Eater bug, which also happened, by the way. Some guy thought he was slick. He set his Man-Eater bug down and thought he was about to, like, you know, flip it and destroy me super easily. Nope. That actually just contributed to me pulling out my Exodia a lot faster. Are you not going to attack? This is like the worst possible thing that can happen against this deck is because, like, you have to attack me to do something. You have to attack me. I don't want to sit here for like 30 turns. The thing about this deck is it's not offensive at all. Like, I mean, it can be offensive if I use like Wall of Disruption and they have all 0, you know, attack. There we go. Okay, now we're playing a game. Special summon that target, whatever. Wait. If this face-up card you control, okay, whatever. Start attacking me. Just do your thing. I already won. I already won. Because like by the time like you're in a situation like this where literally you have your units are gonna fish out Exodia and they're already on the field, that's it. It's game over. Sangan. Let's get oops, that would have been bad. Let's get the leg in. So we got 1 arm, 1 leg, 1 head. You know what? I'm not even gonna attack. I thought about, you know what? Wait, ooh, actually I could just do that. I'm gonna do it. I won. It's game over. It's game over. I win next turn. So here's what we're gonna do. We do this. So we got 3 pieces in my hand. Perfect. So I'm gonna flip this. And just cause, why not? Let's go ahead and flip the Crystal Seer as well. Come on! Flip the Crystal Seer. And let's see what's in my hand. What's over my deck? What's at the top of my deck right now? What are you using to stop me? Enemy controller? Like, just stop. Don't use it. So we got, ooh, perfect. Look at that. We got a leg, actually. Let's grab that. And just to be dramatic, I'm going to go ahead and set or summon the Mystery of the Afterlife as well. And here's what we're going to do. We are going to crash. We're going to crash. You know what? I'm kind of cocky. You know what? No, I'm not. I was going to use double summon just, you know, to make him be confused, but it's just going to prompt another message to him saying, do you want to use this? No, I don't want to use this. I just want to win. Attack you. There we go. But what is he doing? Why is he attacking my stronger monster? I'll tell you why here in a second. Go ahead, enemy control if you have to. I'm going to attack with the other monster if it doesn't happen. I'm pulling out my Exodia this turn. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Unless you have Windstorm Etika, in which case you have another turn. But then you're going to still lose. Really? You're enemy controlling me? Is that the game we're playing? You know I can just use the emissary, right? Like I can just do this. Unless you have another enemy controller. Does he have 2? Oh, he's quitting. He's quitting. I think he's quitting. Yep. He's quitting. That's it. He doesn't want to get Exodia'd. You know, the funny thing is it's like yesterday I thought, you know, to myself, there will never be an Exodia deck that works really, really well. And I was wrong. This one actually works well. Bam! Another Exodia. Look at that. And it would have been 3 in this video had that one guy been unlucky and had I drawn literally anything in my deck except for the double summon. Because had I drawn the Wall of Disruption, I would have been able to basically zero out all his monsters. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, that's right. A mystery lets him draw 2. I would have been able to zero out all his monsters, so he wouldn't have attacked me. Had I drawn Acid Trap Hole, not Acid Trap Hole, whatchamacallit? What's it called? Why am I blanking on the Trap Hole card? Floodgate. Had I drawn Floodgate Trap Hole, that could have been potentially bad. But if I remember correctly, he summoned something else, which I would have been able to flip into defense mode. I think I would have survived. No, because still had Horned Unicorn, so I was basically dead. Essentially, had I drawn anything except for double summon and floodgate, I would have won. But whatever. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's video, if you did, make sure, if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a like rating below and a comment. Wow, I said that way too fast. But other than that, Exodia works. If you have any suggestions to make them better, let me know down below as well. And also just let me know your overall thoughts on the release of Sangan in Duel Links. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the day. My name is Rhymestyle. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.